The American housing market is currently paralyzed by a structural paradox. Transaction volume has plummeted to historic lows, yet prices remain stubbornly high. The first force driving this paralysis is rate lock. Millions of homeowners hold mortgages secured at 3% between 2019 and 2022. Selling their home and buying a new one at current rates would permanently increase their monthly housing costs by hundreds of dollars. The second force is payment block. A jump from a 3% to a 7% interest rate strips roughly $110,000 in purchasing power from first-time buyers on identical incomes. The third force is the missing ceiling. In a healthy market, new construction provides a rational price cap. A buyer will not pay more for an aging house than it costs to build a new equivalent. But in legacy neighborhoods across the country, new residential buildings stopped completely after 2008. Compounding this problem is a looming deferred maintenance wave. Homes built during the massive construction boom between 1998 and 2005 are now simultaneously hitting major system replacement thresholds for roofs, HVAC units, and builder-grade windows. These properties are hitting the market requiring $40,000 to $60,000 in immediate repairs, yet sellers continue to list them at peak market values. Without transaction volume, the comparable sales record stagnates. Buyers and sellers are trapped in a hostage negotiation completely devoid of honest price reference points. Mainstream economics assumes a simple interest rate cut will organically thaw this freeze and restore equilibrium for buyers. The math tells a different story. A drop of just 100 basis points will instantly requalify 2.3 million sidelined households for a mortgage. Legacy markets currently hold a mere 45 to 60 days of active inventory to absorb that massive surge in demand. Within 90 days of a rate cut, aggressive bidding wars will return to these neighborhoods. Prices will spike 12 to 18% in 6 months, outbidding the exact buyers the rate cut was intended to help. The National Neighborhood Price Stabilization Protocol, or NPSP 3.0, is the specific municipal architecture designed to preempt this demand surge. Lowering interest rates without first establishing a new construction price ceiling does not fix the market. It merely restarts the affordability crisis at a higher, more damaging floor. Round Lake Park, Illinois, serves as a live case study proving why legacy neighborhoods cannot organically rehabilitate themselves. The town's housing stock consists of 80-year-old structures originally designed as summer cottages for seasonal use, not year-round residences. These homes suffer from severe structural obsolescence. They rely on 2x3 framing, unpermitted load-bearing additions, and failing pier foundations reacting poorly to decades of freeze-thaw cycles. Despite catastrophic physical failures, these homes are priced at peak market value simply because there are no accurate comparable sales to pull the valuation down. These specific structural failures meet all 5 legal factors required for Illinois tax increment financing qualification. Tax increment financing, or TIF, is a mechanism where municipalities capture future increases in property tax revenue to fund current redevelopment projects. Because the local market only trades in deteriorating assets and corrupted data, private developers cannot justify the risk of building there without public intervention. The neighborhood is trapped by its own flawed data. It cannot be fixed until an external, honest price signal is injected into the public record. By designating a blighted area, municipalities use TIF to capture future tax increments, funding current land assembly at zero net cost to the taxpayers.
This enables the core innovation of NPSP 3.0, value calibration. The objective is to build new units at cost, but intentionally sell them slightly below market value to establish an honest, comparable sale. To execute this, the protocol relies on a subsidy stack. This is a highly engineered financial tool used to absorb specific development cost pressures, rather than simply discounting the final sale price. A modest new townhome starts at a $210,000 development cost. Municipal TIF and CDBG funds reimburse acquisition and site prep, removing $57,000. State and federal home and IHDA grants remove another $90,000. The developer sells the unit for $185,000, establishing an honest capped price. These subsidies are not a giveaway. They are the exact mechanism required to manufacture an honest price ceiling that disciplines the entire surrounding neighborhood. Upgrading a neighborhood's housing stock almost always displaces the people who built the community. NPSP 3.0 inverts that outcome entirely through the right of return. This powerful protocol allows original residents to stay in the exact neighborhood while completely upgrading their living conditions. Step 1. The municipality offers a voluntary acquisition of the failing cottage at a full, honest appraised value of roughly $155,000. No eminent domain is used. Step 2. Rather than cashing out, the homeowner uses those appraisal proceeds as the down payment for one of the newly constructed $185,000 townhomes. To bridge the financial gap, state-level down payment assistance provides a forgivable second loan to absorb the remaining balance and all closing costs. The legacy resident transitions from a failing 80-year-old structure into a new, energy-efficient, warrantied home with zero out-of-pocket moving costs. This move actually reduces the resident's annual financial burden by $3,200 to $7,200 by eliminating deferred maintenance and lowering utility bills. Strict anti-speculation guardrails prevent abuse. Categorical bans on LLC purchases, 7-year owner occupancy restrictions, and municipal rights of first refusal. This mechanism replaces obsolete housing stock and creates a new tax base while preserving the exact community fabric that defined the neighborhood. Scaling outward from a single homeowner to a fully consolidated block, we see 12 failing cottages replaced by 24 calibrated townhomes. These 24 new $185,000 sales act as an anchor, gently and predictably lifting the assessed value of the 200 surrounding legacy properties. This single block generates between $6 million and $9 million in new assessed value, directly increasing funding for local schools and municipal services. Because the development is funded entirely through the captured tax increment, the net capital cost to the village is zero. A housing program that cannot end is a bureaucracy. NPSP 3.0 is designed as a temporary market intervention. This dashboard visualizes the graduation checklist, activating when private builders construct homes without public subsidy. The final metrics verify stability. The vacancy rate drops below 3%, and property values stabilize at 2 to 5% annual growth. The moment these metrics are hit, the NPSP 3.0 program exits the neighborhood entirely, redeploying its public resources to the next blighted municipality. This brings us back to the immediate macroeconomic threat, the impending drop in federal interest rates. NPSP 3.0 is the mechanical infrastructure that must be installed in legacy markets before the rate drop triggers irreversible price spikes. America does not lack the capital or the policy tools to fix its legacy housing crisis. Until now, it has only lacked the protocol to align them.